We live in an environment full of noise, literally and figuratively. We hear music in the background of our work. We hear people talking on video calls while we answer emails on the background. But there is a massive difference between hearing a sound and actually listening to a person. In software engineering, that difference is often worth millions. And I'm Pavel, senior software engineer, and today I want to tell you how actively listening rocket-fueled my early career. And after that, also give you a few practical tips. Years ago, I was a fresh software engineer. I was as green as you can imagine. I joined this project building adaptive traffic control. Imagine a system where it knows about every car in the city, estimates what happens next, and then adjusts lights in real time to keep traffic flowing. There were 4 of us starting together at the same time, 3 senior engineers and me, the total rookie. And I realized very quickly I wasn't going to bring value by just outcoding these guys. So I focused on something else, domain knowledge. During every feature refinement, every stakeholder call, when it was so easy to switch off and fiddle with a side task, I instead focused. Even when I didn't understand, I made notes. I prepared questions for later. I stayed in the moment, and bit by bit, I collected the big picture. And suddenly, it was me, the rookie, who knew the most about what we were building and how it should actually work. I didn't have a secret weapon, but it felt like it. I just listened for real. Oxford Dictionary defines hearing as simply being aware of sounds. But listening is defined as paying attention. When we switch off, communication stops. And in our industry, bad communication kills projects. Look at the data. Paper from Deloitte shows that errors in requirements phase account for up to 64% of total defects costs. IBM found it 15 times more expensive to fix a bug in the testing phase than in the design phase. And it can also get to be 100 times more expensive to fix. Messages need to be heard before they can be implemented. So how do you move from ticket taker to problem solver? It starts, for me, with active listening. Here is your immediate checklist to move miles ahead. 1, give undivided attention. Don't just be on call, be in the call. Put the phone away, close Slack tabs. If you are remote, look at the camera, not the second monitor. Your presence is the first step to understanding. 2, avoid the solution trap. As engineers, our brains are wired to fix things instantly. We start building the architecture before the speaker finishes the sentence. Stop. Let them express the thought without jumping to conclusions. Listen to understand, not just to respond. 3, practice active silence. This is a superpower. When stakeholder stops talking, wait 3 seconds. Often they are gathering their thoughts, and the most critical detail, the real pain point, comes right after that pause. 4, I call it the refactor technique. In code, we refactor for clarity, right? Do the same in the conversation. Summarize what you heard in your own words. Tell them, if I'm understanding correctly, the core issue isn't the API speed, but how the user navigates the dashboard. Is that right? And then ask clarifying questions. Don't be afraid to ask that stupid question. Seeking clarification shows interest, not weakness. It demonstrates that you care enough about the project to get it right the first time. But through all of this, there is one trap that is more dangerous than all the others. And I call it the assumption trap. Stop assuming. I learned this lesson the hard way during my time in sales. When you make an assumption, you stop being a listener and you start being a mind reader. except you are usually reading the wrong mind. You start thinking instead of your counterpart. You stop gathering data and you start projecting your own bias, your own past projects, your own technical preferences, and it creates a tunnel vision where you only see the solution you want to build instead of the solution that user actually needs. And in engineering, an assumption is just a bug that hasn't happened yet, but it will. So, active listening is mindfulness. It's the skill that can turn rookie into unofficial leader. And if you enjoy this tale, I'd love for you to join the community. Subscribe to Software Engineering Tales, answer the question in the comments, and until next time, I guess. Stop hearing, start listening. I'm Pavel, and thank you for watching.